Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Becca. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to more Ren, and today's song of choice is Power. I'm very excited to listen to this one. I know I say that all the time, but you just never know what you're going to get when you listen to a Ren song. From what I've reacted to so far, he has so many different genres. I don't know what to expect going into this one. Once again, I think this might be more of his singing or maybe rapping, I think some of you said in the comments on my last video. So let's get on into Power. Oh, the sound is not on. That would really help, Becca, wouldn't it? Power. Oh, I like the jacket.
Get it?
That's cool.
Power.
Ooh. Straight on into it.
These kids don't play my shit, I never had a top 10. Maybe it's cause I sing about violence and depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend. Well, if they don't like what I'm doing now, then fuck them. Don't trip, I up the ante, learning licks like John Pashanti, smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping Nat King Cole on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split shalom. What will be, but me, I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying, get so high to try to silence sounds of fighting. Through the walls I heard love dying, so I focused on my... That's what it was. I focused on my... Now let's go back. Let's go back. These kids don't play my shit, I never had a gold plaque. My style is old school, but I swear this ain't a throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a dope track. To understand the place I'm coming from, let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen, I was a victim of my head. I was just 16, up in the kitchen, racking up lines till my nose bled. 16, in an affliction, in an addiction with my dread. I was just 16, I was quite sick then, I was a prick then, I was a pleb, but... fuck it, we're all misguided individuals, life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man, I'm filling up the whole bucket. I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrow. Sing like I might die tomorrow. Live note for note, I go for broke on every single song I wrote. And every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind. A healing that you'll only find inside an intricate design of kicks and snares and fat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my... It is what it is. I focus on my... Now run the track. Run the track. Get it? Get it? Power. Get it?
That was sick. That was such a sick beat. You couldn't like stay still. I was like, that is catchy. That's really catchy. That was really cool. We're going to go through the lyrics. Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. Is that on Spotify? Adding that to my playlist. Verse 1 is Ren. Well, they're kind of all Ren, but... These kids don't play my shit. I never had a top 10. Maybe it's because I sing about violence and depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, Ren. Smoking spliffs and popping candy. Idolizing Sid and Nancy. Whoa, rock and roll in my soul. Bumping Nat King Cole on the dole. Fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow, but life went sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split. What will be, but me. I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying, get so high to try to silence sounds of fighting through the walls. I heard love dying, so I focused on my power. I mean, when you're rapping, it's kind of speaking for itself, because from this verse alone, he's saying, maybe he never got that top 10 because he doesn't just sing about that, but people know him for that type of music. And to be honest, like he said back in High Ren, they don't play you on the radio because of the topics he talks about, which I think should be talked about and should be played on the radio for awareness, but he's never going to get a top 10 talking about those, which also flips back to probably about the industry. I'm pretty sure he talks about a bit of the industry in High Ren. I think it's High Ren. And he says, you're never going to get... Oh, what does he say? I need to go back to High Ren lyrics, actually, because I want to put it to connect it. Verse 6 in High Ren, he goes, I never chase numbers. Oh, yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. I never write hooks for the radio. They never even play me. The verse afterwards says, no one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself, trust me. Yeah, so it's basically going back to how the industry will never play that type of music because it won't be played on the radio. But that does link back to him not changing just because he's got big to put his music on the radio. Like, he sticks very much to what he wants to talk about and his style, and I really like that. Like, he could easily just go and write a song for the radio now, but he's not going to, and I really like that. He stays true to himself. There's a lyric actually in a 21 Pilots song. I can't remember what it is now. Oh, on Blurry Face, because I reacted to this recently and I just wanted to go back to it actually. Lane boy. You can stay in your lane, boy. Lane boy. I think it's the lane, isn't it? It's about... Yeah, it's kind of like the 21 Pilots, the lane. Lane boy. Because I think that song's about staying... Like, their record label wants them to stay in their space. But obviously, quote me, don't, like... If I'm wrong about this, correct me, but I'm pretty sure that Ren hasn't got a record label. And he's an independent artist, so he can do what he wants. And that's really cool. Who's Nat King Cole? Oh, American singer.
That's how you stay. Has someone been low?
Bumping Nat King Cole on the doll. Don't trip, I up. Learning licks like John, smoking Smiths and popping candy, idolising Sid and Nancy. Don't trip, I up the ain't. He's not gonna break, he's not backing down, and possibly continuing with his ambition to create the music he wants to. Learning licks like John. Well, he is the guitarist of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Such a cool band. He's learning his guitar skills from... He was probably an inspiration for Ren's guitar playing, I would imagine, from that line. Inspiration, aspiration. Can't talk. Idolising Sid and Nancy. I feel like I should know that. Sid and Nancy. Wait, I'm going to look at that. Is it from the band thing? Oh, yeah. Red Hat says... Sex Pistols went John. Sid and Nancy a couple? Sid and Nancy. Oh, okay, so it was the bassist from Sex Pistols and his girlfriend. And it's a chaotic and tragic relationship. Oh, so does he idolise a relationship like that? Like self-destructive love relationship? So the themes from that is probably like escapism and... maybe even going back to chalk outlines, actually, like self-destruct, and he doesn't like feeling okay, so he's self-destructive. Possibly going back to what I said in chalk outlines. What's the next bit of line? Whoa, rock and roll in my soul, bumping Nat King Cole on the doll. Rock and roll in my soul, yeah, so he loves rock and roll music. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm really trying to break this down. I really like going through lyric by lyric. Bumping Nat King Cole, well, he's a jazz. He's known for his jazz music. Bumping Nat King Cole. So playing Nat King Cole. Fish and chips in games, consoles, council house and violent flow. So yeah, what he's just doing at home, like he's got fish and chips, classic British thing. Not surprised if he lives in Brighton, right by the seaside. Games, consoles, and he's in a council house and a violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and Dad took a trip and they split. What will be, but me, I hate seeing my mum alone. Yeah, so that, from those lines alone, it's describing that his parents split and he didn't like to see his mum alone and crying. He probably felt quite helpless actually, because he was so ill at the time as well. If this is based around when he was, maybe a bit of trauma for him, for the family trauma. Late night crying gets so high to try to silence sounds of fighting through the walls. I hear love dying, so I focus on my power. Late night crying gets so high to try and silence sounds of fighting. Sounds like he's actually talking about himself there. He's crying. Or actually his mum's crying. And he's getting so high to try and silence the sounds of fighting. So he doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to hear all of that. Wow. Love dying. Which might actually link back to the other lyric. Where's it gone? Idolising Sid and Nancy because their toxic relationship. I loved the production of this. Power. Power. Really cool, old school. These kids don't play my shit. I never got a gold plaque. My style is old school, but I swear this ain't a throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a dope track. To understand the place I'm coming from, let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen. I was a victim of my head. I was just 16 up in the kitchen, racking up lines till my nose bled. 16 with a affliction, in addiction with my dread. I was just 16. I was quite sick then. I was a prick then. I was a bleb. We're all misguided individuals, life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man, I'm filling up the whole bucket. I'll drip my tears so I can drown my sorrows. I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrows. Sing like I might die tomorrow. Live, brother, 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 brother. Note for note, I go for broke on every single song I wrote. And every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind. A healing that you'll only find inside an inklet design of kicks and snarls and fat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my power. Very poetic. Very poetic. I like that. Yeah, so it's going back to his mental health and emotions again with that. These kids don't play shit. I never had a gold plaque. Well, that's saying, isn't it, about his not being mainstream, which is just stupid. Old school influence. My style is old school. I really like his style. I love the jacket he was wearing. That was sick. When I was 16, I was a sick teen. I was a victim in my head. Well, that's going back to all his mental health, isn't it, and illness. Such a shame, so young as well. Victim of my head. That goes back to him being his own enemy, like in his head with all the anxiety and depression and feeling like he doesn't want to be here. What a deep lyric. When I was just 16 up in the kitchen racking up lines till my nose bled. Damn. And then 16 with an affliction, in my addiction with my dread. I was just 16, I was quite sick then. I was a addiction with my dread. Wow, like an emotional weight on him. I don't think it would be dreadlocks. I don't think he ever had dreadlocks. It could be. All misguided individuals, life can suck it. My cup ain't half full. Man, I'm filling up the whole bucket. We're all misguided, like a struggle. And he just doesn't know what to do anymore, and he's not himself anymore, which actually goes back to Chalk. Delivery man. Let someone else get that. We're all misguided, so he doesn't know what way to go in life probably, and maybe he hasn't had a guide because of his family splitting up or something like that potentially. I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrows. Sing like I might die tomorrow. God. Drink my tears. Wow. That could actually be flipped to like a lot. You hear that a lot actually in lyrics, drink my own tears. But to me that could potentially mean like facing your problems head on. Like your sadness, or that he's crying so much, you know? It's really sad. Sing like I might die tomorrow. He just wants to live life in the full because he doesn't know when his day might be. Oh yeah, he wants to live the life to the fullest. In some interviews I've seen him say they didn't know if he was going to even live to 30, and that must be such a horrible thought, and deep thought for yourself. Go for broke, so maybe he's just putting his all in, his whole into this, and if he goes broke, he goes broke. You know, he doesn't feel like he's lost anything. Every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind, a feeling that you'll only find inside a design of kicks and snares and fat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my power. That sounds like writing helps him get things out of his mind that he's like bottled up in his mind, and it's an escapism. I kind of talked about that in Chalk Outlines again. Actually, I talked about maybe that being an escapism with the guitar and singing and making songs, and that links back to that. Flip the script. To be fair though, in Ren's mind, he probably has done that. He's rewritten his story because, like I just said, he didn't think he was going to live till 30. And now look what he's done with all his music. Very powerful thing. I'm very proud of Ren for doing that. He's totally flipped it around. You know, I know he's doing treatment at the moment and he's still not 100%, but he's flipping that around and he's making good and like a living from this. It's crazy how it's flipped in his mind. That must feel. So that probably flipped the script probably means that I don't know how long ago that was actually came out. Power 3 years ago. Wow. Do you know what's actually just looking at this actually at the end of every verse in the lyrics, it ends with like a pause and then it goes to power. That kind of to me is like he pauses to find his power. Like he's searching for that power, so it's like a pause and he's searching power. I'm going to rewatch it again though, because I like to do that, and we can pause if we need to. How cool is this video though? Like it shows you that you don't need to spend millions on videos. Like they're literally just in the car going around Brighton. I wonder who the guy is in the driver's seat, because I love how he's trying to really like groove and like get into it, but he's trying not to hit anything as well because he's obviously driving. I'm pretty sure that's going around Brighton. Brighton's a cool place. I love Brighton. Love it.
Get it? Power.
I wonder who made the beat like that.
These kids don't play my shit, I never had a top 10. Maybe it's cause I sing violence and depressions. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend. Well, if they don't like what I'm doing now, then fuck them. Don't trip, I up the ante, learning licks like John Frusciante, smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping that King Cole on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split shalom. What will be, but me, I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying, get so high to try to silence sounds of fighting through the wall.
Love the flicking between angles. That's really cool. Like he changes angles. That's cool when he talks about a different thing.
That's what it was. I focused on my. Now let's go back.
That's cool.
Let's go back. These kids don't play my shit, I never had a gold plat. My style is old school, but I swear this ain't a throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a dope track. To understand the place I'm coming from, let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen, I was a victim of my head. I was just 16, up in the kitchen, racking up lines till my nose bled. 16, in an affliction, in an addiction.
Even though that was like about drug abuse, and that was quite a cool like to the next angle. That was kind of cool.
With my dread, I was just 16. I was quite sick then. I was a prick then. I was a pleb, but fuck it. We're all misguided individuals. Life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man. I'm filling up the whole bucket. I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrow.
Cool
Sing like I might die tomorrow. Live note for note, I go for broke on every single song I wrote, and every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind. A healing that you'll only find inside an intricate design of kicks and snares and fat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my. It is what it is. I focus on my. Now run the track, run the track.
It's a sick beat.
Get it?
Can't describe it, but the feeling of like just the music video in itself is just cool. Like it fits perfectly with the song.
Get it? Power.
Frank, can I have a jacket, please? That's so cool. I love his jacket. Where's it from? Oh, actually, I did look at his merch. I didn't realise. Someone mentioned it in my comments that he has merch. And I looked at it. It's really cool, but why are people selling it for like £400? I looked on Vinted and it was like £400. I was like, come again? £400? I like his little bobbleheads though. They're cool. They're really cool. Sorry, the camera just stopped recording. Battery went. But yeah, those little bobbleheads are really cool. Like a sick boy. They're really cool. I like one of those. Imagine a little sick boy head. I've just added that to my playlist actually. But overall, that song to me is about gaining power and channeling his trauma into music and his art. To me, that's what this song is like, from being so ill at 16 and like broken to channeling that into something and flipping it around and making something good out of something so bad, and using music to survive, stay alive, because that's his escapism. It's like a journey. Wait, is that why it's in a car? Might not be, but to me that's pretty cool. He's gone in a car because it's a journey. I just said it's like a journey, isn't it? It's from like being so ill to now and flipping it around, and he's in a car on a journey. I love that production as well. So if you stripped back his voice as well, it's so simple. Oh, that was cool. I like that.
I was a pleb, but fuck it. We're all misguided individuals. Life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man. I'm filling up the whole bucket. I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrow. Sing like I might die tomorrow. Live.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm going to be going round. Power. That was cool. I really like that one. That was a much more fun one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do let me know if you find anything else out that I didn't mention in this reaction. Do let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to add on. I do try and read all of your comments and reply to you. Thank you so much for all the likes and comments, guys. I really do appreciate you all, every single one of you. But what we're going to go on to next, I've got a day of filming today, so I don't know which one to go on to next. I might go back and read through some of the comments and see which ones you have recommended. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.